Hey everybody, I'm that one person. Welcome back to SpongeBob's Atlantis Squarepantis for the PS2. I'm not looking forward to what's about to happen. I was dreading this episode when I knew that I was going to be recording this game at some point. I was dreading this episode as I was playing through the other two episodes. I'm disappointed that I managed to get here in only two episodes because I was hoping to put it off for as long as possible. This is the worst part of the entire game. That's all I can say about it. This level, Torch Level, is, as you can guess, based off of the part of the episode where you're being given or where SpongeBob and friends are being given a tour throughout Atlantis. Anyone who remembers the episode probably remembers that that was most of the episode. This one level is the longest game in this entire minigame collection. Sure, there are other minigames here that are based off of other specific parts of the tour. This one part, though, it is the worst part of the game, it is the longest part of the game, it is the most boring part of the game. It's... You know what? I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. You know? I feel like that might be the best way to do this. I'll probably explain what I can throughout it, but this whole thing might get its own episode, all things considered.
Ring for the king. We destroyed the king of Atlantis' topiary garden! Well, okay, nobody's home. Let's go, people. Back on the bus. Nothing to see here.
Welcome.
The king of Atlantis! In this level, there are three of us following the Lord Royal Highness. He's the leader of the Atlanteans, you know. Anyway, he's giving us a tour of the palace, but for some unspecified and probably completely ridiculous reason, there are hazards and traps everywhere. You have to help us avoid the hazards and pitfalls so we can finish the tour. As soon as you see a hazard on screen, you can go for it. Don't wait around. Do it as fast as you can. Keep at least one of us going all the way to the end of the section so we can see the sights and win. And there are 5 sections in total to complete.
Okay, so I'm not sure if his description is entirely accurate. I'm going to give you a much better representation of what this minigame is. Remember that rhythm section from earlier? And how it was just like 5 short little songs, 5 short, simple little songs with notes that were at least somewhat in time with the music? Imagine that, but there is no specific song that you're going along with. It's like a decade to get through each of those 5 different sections, and it's just the most boring, repetitive shit. Strap in. That's what we're in for today. The Lord Royal Highness is leading a tour of Atlantis. Watch out for any traps. Keep in step as the party is led onward. Hopefully someone will get to the end. Yada yada yada. I'm just going to let this whole thing speak for itself.
Welcome to Atlantis, my strange little friends.
This garden is amazing.
It's like a photosynthetic wonderland.
Follow me. There is much to see.
And that's it. This is what we're going to be doing
The Atlantis Gardentis.
the entire time. Don't worry, it gets harder. Eventually. I love this game and this special. They hold a very nostalgic place in my heart, even if I know they're not the best. This sucks.
Bold, yet understated.
This is going to take forever, and I'm going to try my best to keep this at least vaguely entertaining. But I'm not going to get my hopes up. Because I just don't think it's possible. Okay, so while we're doing this, I might as well try my best to explain some things. As we've already discussed, every level in this game has 3 different medal levels, 3 different rankings or whatever.
Hope they grow sea cucumbers here.
And if you want to try to 100% this game, first of all, don't. It's just not worth it.
They have a vegetable patch.
But this part of the
Gary
game
would love to eat this garden.
is really obnoxious when it comes to trying to 100% this game. Believe me, I've tried. I was unsuccessful. I could not fucking take it.
Is that what arrived in the tour bus? Oh dear.
So what you have to do to get the gold medal ranking on this is you have to get through every single one of these levels without losing a single character.
Great legume of wonder. You fought nobly.
You can't lose anybody.
Don't you think this tour is great?
I'll rate it 5 out of 10.
Why 5?
Well, that's like the biggest number I know.
Here's the thing. If you miss a single one of those things, one of those button inputs, that's it. You lose a character. Immediately. No chance of survival, no chance of...
It's you guys. When do we get to see some Atlantean art?
Hang on.
Hey, where's Mr. Krabs going?
Looks like he found the treasure room. We won't see him for a while. Or hopefully ever again.
If you lose a single one of these characters, it's over, and you have to start over
Place is like a Mr.
if you're
Krabs
trying to
map.
get a gold. And if you miss a single one of these, that's it. That character is gone. No chance of survival, no chance of a rebuttal or anything.
Wow! It's almost like
It's just
Atlantis
immediately.
is some kind of secret underwater city.
Welcome to Atlantis.
In fact, I'll prove it right now. Bye, Squidward. Instantly. No chance. That's it. But there is one way you can get out of it. I'm gonna try to give you a tip here. If you lose a character, there is a way to still get a gold.
Is she?
Oh, this
Completely
is
failing.
a nugget of wonder.
I don't remember how I figured this out, but if you lose everybody, and then retry, it takes you back to the start of this section, not the very beginning. So if you lose a single character, you have to start the entire section over. That doesn't sound so bad, right? Wrong! Oh god, I blew out the microphone on that one real bad.
Hey, where's Mr. Krabs going?
But my point stands.
We won't see him for a while. Or hopefully ever again.
You lose one character, you have to start this entire area over every single time. Except, you can get locked out of being able to do that. As you saw in the first section, when you get to the end of a section, there's like a weird joystick flicking minigame, which I just put my hand on both controllers and move it left and right as fast as possible.
Secret underwater city.
Fucking... We're not going for gold, fuck it. I got distracted by everything that was
Watch
happening.
out for the traps.
But yeah, I put my hand on the controller, turn it sideways, and just flick it left and right until it's done. Super easy, not even a problem. But
This place truly is a
the
nugget of
thing
wonder.
is, if you lose a character right before then, and you get locked into that,
What's with all the colored
that's pretty
stone?
much it, because that's your only chance to lose another character, and if you have more than one, or more than, yeah, if you have more than one left, you can't get gold anymore. Even if you fail, you're going to finish that section, and you would have to start the entire level,
Some jewelry ones.
every single section, every single part,
What exactly is a tightwad?
from the very beginning. Every single button push, every single slow walking animation and every single note of this very small, repetitive, and insanely obnoxious music track must be started from the very beginning of all of this. Just gonna give you a second to let that sink in.
Coin, another coin, a coin, a coin, a coin, more coins, a coin, and there's a coin, another one, coin.
And did I mention every single one of the dialogue tracks must be played again from the start, too?
Excuse me, Mr. King, but is that next safe?
Every single part needs to be started all over.
What happened to you there, Squidward?
You know it's rude to just disappear like that.
You two are a real piece of work.
If you lose even just one character right near the end. Which gets really easy to do, because these fucking buttons get real quick right near the
This
end.
way to the art room, gentlemen. Oh, at last, some culture. See you, losers.
Hey there, boys. What you doing?
Sandy, we're on the King's tour.
Great. A royal tour. Does this mean I can be her royal squirrelness Sandy Cheeks the First?
Onwards, my strange little visitors.
The last time I played this game, I'm pretty sure I went for 100% completion, which, as previously mentioned, didn't get
Sure
it,
like some strange paintings.
but I wanted to fucking frisbee the disc out the fucking window because of this one level.
People in these paintings look kind of flat.
And by the way, another thing about the shop I mentioned earlier, you can get alternate versions of various levels in this game. All of them have 3 different variations. The normal one, and then 2 other ones. That means, if you want to 100% complete this game,
It's definitely arty.
not only would you have to get through this shit 5 times without losing anyone, just for this regular version of the level. But then you have to do it again on an even harder version, and even though it's only one section, it's also, like, way longer than this one, with all of its parts combined.
Boy, I ain't never seen
And I mean shit. It's just not... It's not fun.
The aesthetic values of this place are just divine. Something.
As I'm sure you've noticed, I've had to focus a little bit more because the difficulty's picking up a little bit. We're only at the halfway point. Like, sure, it's not the most complex game in the world, but at the same time, it's just enough to be a problem.
Sometimes I wish I was a drawing. That statue looks unsteady.
I don't think I've ever done this minigame. I don't think I have ever, once in my life, ever
This place is ahead
done
of
this
its time.
with a goal.
I can't wait to see what they do for science.
So, this science, it's kind of pudding, right? Huh?
Actually, I think it's more like a muesli. Actually, I think it's more like granola. Actually, I think it's more like a bowl of oatmeal.
Nutty.
I mean, obviously, this isn't going to be the time because I let Squidward get fucking destroyed earlier, but that's not the point here. I'm not doing this to 100%.
Now, here is
Ever.
the science room.
Yee-haw! I'll see you later, boys.
Like, not even in relation to
It'd take more
this
than a
playthrough.
few fancy machines to distract me from this incredible tour.
Hey, Patrick! There's a machine that makes ice cream in here.
Goodbye then.
Suddenly, I feel very alone.
The only thing that's very alone is your one brain cell.
Squidward, you came back for me.
Me 100% completing this game is just never going to be on the table, regardless of if I'm doing it for a playthrough, or streaming it, or playing it in my own time. It's just not gonna happen.
So what? It isn't rocket science. Okay, some of it is.
It's just not something I would ever want to do. Because it's just not fucking worth it, man. By the way, are you getting sick of this song yet? Because it sounds a little bit sciencey this time. Definitely isn't the exact same song we've heard 3 times before this. And it's definitely so much more different now.
This is an Atlantean art.
Oh my god, this is going to make me lose my mind. Are we even gonna have time to do another level past this? I did say this might take its own individual episode. Honestly, even if I do have more time, I might just bail because I need to recover emotionally after this. This is genuinely, like, insane. Ah! It's insane that they would even put this in the game and that someone tested this and was like, yeah, this is fine. Players are gonna love doing this over and over and over for minutes on end. With little to no variation. And whichever person thought it was a good idea to make it so that you can't mess up even a single time, you are a cruel son of a bitch.
Watch out! Bacterial attack!
I will say so far it's not been as bad as I remember it, but it's still not exactly thrilling.
Yeah. So science is progress, is it?
Science can be very cruel sometimes.
But just the fact that you have to do it perfectly, it's really easy to mess up. Not only because they make that shit go so fast in the later levels.
Good luck with the bubbles, Spongebob. We've had enough of this tour.
Howdy!
But also, just in
Is
general,
this the bubbles now? Is it?
it's very easy to get kind of tired here.
This corridor lie our dreams.
Like, it's just nothing.
World's honor.
It's like the
Bubbles.
exact same shit over and over and over.
Oh. No, now I'm
And it's hard to not want to just, like, do something else, or be thinking about something else, with how repetitive this is. And that makes it hard to not slip up,
Bubbles and bubbles.
because you're not paying attention, because how could you? This is the fucking lamest shit.
Is this the tour now?
Like, if there was any part of this game I would say is the best part, it would have to be the camera minigames. I think the one that we had before was called Snap Happy. I know there's another one later, which is also pretty good. This one is definitely the absolute worst of this game. It's just so fucking boring. I know I keep saying the same thing, but like, what more is there to be said? So much of it just starts to look exactly the same,
Curious about their bubbles?
and you're not even really able to look around either, because you just have to look at the very top of the screen constantly so you don't miss a single one of these notes.
I came, I saw,
And even when you do get the chance to look around, it all just starts to look the same! Like, it just feels so much of the same. It's just not interesting at all.
Evolution of the bubble.
I mean, to be fair to this game, even this Even the worst of this game...
Some of these bubbles must be millions of years old.
Even the worst of this game isn't as bad as some other Spongebob games. It's definitely not the worst game I've ever played. It's not exactly fun, but I have played worse.
Bubble-tastic!
Are we done? Ooh.
You must guess the password to proceed.
Come on. Hello? There we go.
Well done.
Okay.
Hey, there you are. Our tour is almost over.
Did I miss the bubbles?
Sure did, Patrick, and those bubbles are tougher than they look.
Silver amulet? For
Huh?
me?
Uh-oh. Oh god, do I not actually know how to get a gold in this one? I shouldn't have silver, because I had one character at the end there. I said something wrong. Well, I swear to god, though, I thought it was based off, like, the lowest amount of characters you've had at any given time. But no, it's... What? No, fuck it. I'm not putting up with this game trying to give me a fucking existential crisis. I'm not dealing with this shit. This minigame sucks, and I am fucking relieved to be out of this hellhole. I hate this minigame so goddamn much. And now from just ridiculously unfun and boring, we have one that's a little bit not quite made for PS2 consoles. I'll move on to this one, fuck it.
Mr. Krabs has found the Atlantean treasure room, and the Lord Royal Highness has told him he can take as much as he likes. Naturally, Mr. Krabs doesn't want to insult the Atlanteans by refusing their generosity, so he's decided to take some treasure home. While Mr. Krabs is busy swimming around in all the treasure, Sandy is going to help him collect it with her brand new invention, the Bubble Collector 2000. I don't know why she doesn't use a net, but anyway, you need to help Sandy by pointing the bubble at the treasure and then grabbing it to score points. Can you get enough points before time runs out?
I've never managed to get a gold on this one either, just because the previously mentioned targeting reticle, however the fuck you pronounce it, doesn't move fast enough. I think this might just be because this game was probably made more for, like, Wii's in mind, like the Nintendo Wii, but they still wanted to get a PS2 version out, so they made a version that lets you aim with the joystick, but it's just not fast enough, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just a skill issue. Probably just a skill issue. Anyway, Mr. Krabs has recruited Sandy to help him grab treasure. Help Sandy trap treasure as Mr. Krabs throws it. Collect 3 same color gems for a big bonus. It's literally just aim at treasure, shoot at treasure.
Howdy there, Atlantean treasure. Y'all coming with me.
I'm just gonna try to do this as good as possible, as I have been with the rest of the game, to be fair.
Strange bunch of critters.
But don't expect a gold. I'm just using this to calm down after the shit show that was the last level. Ah, I forgot how fast the other things move. At least this one has good music. This game as a whole has really good music. I've already mentioned that, but you know what? You get the point. Don't remember this one being this intense. Maybe it probably is a skill issue if I'm struggling this much already.
You just can't argue with Crab.
I think you get a gold if you can fill the meter on the right all the way?
Crabs and his crazy nose.
Maybe? I have no idea. I don't even know if there's like a requirement or anything for this level. I think it might literally just be pretty much just a bonus game. Which, you know what? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with rewarding the player after what you just forced them to suffer through. Ah, see? See, I couldn't get it in time. I can't get any of the big treasures because they go just a little bit too fast.
Give me a raise.
Would you please keep that noise down in there? Some of us are trying to be artistic.
The sudden switch from just using the fucking D-pad to suddenly flicking the joystick all over the dang place is honestly starting to cramp my thumb. Ah, come on, man. Ow.
These Atlanteans sure are a strange bunch of critters. This place needs some country and western music to liven things up.
Alright. Focus time.
Check back when I've finished the tour.
Ah, come on. I'm gonna be getting a little bit quiet here, but because I'm actually genuinely trying to do good here. I know that I'm definitely in the minority in terms of being, like, one of the only people who actually likes this game and episode. But you know what? Who cares anyway, you know? Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, as long as what you're doing, what you enjoy isn't hurting anybody, who gives a shit, you know? So what if I play Funny Spongebob game based off a SpongeBob episode nobody really liked?
This place needs some country and western music to liven things
You know?
up.
I'm having fun, that's all that matters. Well, I'm having fun now. And that's all that matters. And...
Bubble Collector 2000 passed the test. Another perfect invention.
fucking... Okay, so I guess everything that I say in the series is a lie, apparently. I thought I knew how I'm supposed to get a gold in the other one, and what the ranking system was on fucking Tour Trouble. Guess not. I said that I would probably never get a gold here because the fucking reticle doesn't move fast enough. Get a gold. I swear, every time I say something, it's like the universe changes everything to make it completely wrong, just so that I look like a fool. Whatever, I guess. Who cares? Funny sponge game. Who gives a shit? I know this game has problems. Has a problem. Has one very, very big problem. And a few other small problems here and there. This one part of the game honestly ruins, like, the game as a whole for me. And it probably does for a lot of other people. But I urge anyone who's thinking about playing this, at least give it a shot. There's probably, like, a fucking... I know there's a cheat code thing. There's probably a cheat code to just unlock every level. Do that. Skip this. And you'll probably have an honestly really good time. Even if not really good, you'll at least have some enjoyment out of it. Alright? Then again, everyone's different, so maybe some people won't get the same amount of enjoyment as I would. But you know what? I would say at least give it a shot, you know? Anyway, with that, we're about halfway through the main game already, so that's about it for now. Guess I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for putting up with my rambling bullshit and this. Just all of this. If you made it through this episode, then round of applause for you. That's right, I am giving you a round of applause because you had the patience to sit through that, and I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate anyone who watches my videos. That's not the point here, though. But yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys next time. Peace.